Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more work.
What's happening? Everybody wanna know where the hell you been. Left eye, teachers, children, mothers, and thugs. You know everybody love Miss Left Eye. What's happening? Everybody wanna know where the hell you been. Left eye, teachers, children, mothers, and thugs.
All I want is bitches, big booty bitches. Used to sell crack so I could stack my riches. Now I pack gats to stop all the snitches from staying in my business. What is this? Relentless approach to know if I'm broke or not. Just cause I joke and smoke a lot don't mean I don't tote the Glock. 16 shots for my niggas in the pen until we motherfucking meet again. I'm doing rhymes now, fuck the crimes now. Come on the Ave, I'm real hard to find now. Cause I'm knee deep in the beat. In the Land Cruiser Jeep with the Mac 10 by the seat. For the jackers, the jealous ass.
Vitriol towards her, and I actually bigged her up in a lot of my previous podcasts simply because it was her video that introduced me to Erzuli Fleda. Because that was one of the energies that she was working with, you know, was Erzuli Fleda. And any of you all that know about Haitian Voodoo and the Loa and you know, that type of paradigm, Erzuli, those are the different expressions of black love. I'm gonna say it like that, you know, because that can get deep. That can get very deep. And I don't really like talking too much about that type of stuff, even though I do have my own experiences, because, you know, I want to tell people straight up, like, look, you know, I'm not no Babalao, I'm not no damn priest, I'm not a Boko, I'm not a Mambo, ain't none of that, you know, I'm just me. And you know, I have my own experiences with these energies because, you know, all of these energies are in our DNA, you know. So if you know how to unlock your DNA and you know how to get on a certain vibration and stuff like that, you're able to travel and you're able to meet a lot of these deities and stuff like that that you don't necessarily, as long as you got an open mind and you're not judgmental. It's just like a man approaching a woman in a lot of ways. You know, if you're a man and you got that alpha essence about you and you approach a woman and that woman can feel that you know, you're humble, you're not going to be judgmental, you know, that you know, you don't want to harm her or anything like that. If you got that type of energy about you, it's a lot of things about that woman that you don't even got to worry about. Like, she'll literally, you know, you have a long enough conversation with her, she been told you all of her business, you know, all the way down to the deepest, darkest thing, you know. And that's how you have to be energetically. You have to be one of those type of people to where if you get in any type of crowd, you're straight. Like, you know, no matter where you're at, you have to be that type of person to where, you know, you're susceptible to get that light from any source. And once you unlock that about you, you know, you'll start getting into encounters by a lot of these deities and different entities and stuff like that. And as long as they don't feel like you're gonna be afraid of them, and as long as they feel like that you're humble, that you're not narcissistic, that you're not arrogant, that you got your humanity under control, you know, you can get a lot. You can get a lot from the, especially one thing that I learned, especially these divine feminine deities, they can be some damn chatterboxes. When you you know, come to them with that type of humility type of energy. And you know, the deeper you go, like what Empress was saying about Ursula Danto, women like that, a lot of those female divine feminine deities like Ursula Danto, Oya, who else? Saint Martha, Kali, Sekhmet, Akasha, who else? Lilith. You get on their good side, meaning that, you know, you come around them and, you know, you're not judgmental. You just want to learn. You just want to, you know, learn information. You're not asking them, can you do this for me? I want you to do this. Like, it's kind of like you're dealing with people in a way, and you can get some you can have some real good friends in that realm, like some true ride or die, you know. And shout out to Haitian Boko Lynette O'Mara, because he talked about this too. He was like, yeah, you know there's some male gods, you know, some male deities and some male entities that you can really have on your side that'll really fight for you. But when it comes to these feminine and these feminine deities and entities, you know, sometimes they can get things done in a way where the male deities, you know, they can slip into those cracks that the male deities can't in a lot of ways. So that's one thing that I learned, especially dealing with deities like Oshun, who else? Yemoya, Mami Wata, who else? Lakshmi, Isis, dealing with those beauty goddesses. Sometimes you can sweeten up a situation to where you don't even have to use brute force, you know, like a Ogun or a Zarabanda or something like that. You know, you can just go into a situation and just let Oshun sweeten things over, and, you know, things can be a lot more peaceful. Someone told me from the Santeria tradition that Oshun gives the woman she crowns a hard life. Is that true? Now, just like I say, Empress, when it comes to the religion of this, I'm not subscribed to the religion. Now, I know a lot about Santeria and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna come on here and act like again a Babalawo. Like, I have a different type of relationship with Oshun, and you can see that in my 3-part series that I did about Oshun. What's the word? Me embodying the energy of Legba, which is Oshun's best friend, you know, a Legwa and Oshun, La Roye, you know, they're like the best of friends. And it's like, you know, Legba always keeps Oshun on her toes, you know, because sometimes when you got all that wealth and prosperity and stuff like that, you know, sometimes, you know, you can get a little, you know, get a little snooty, get a little bougie. So, you know, when a Legba, when he sees that Oshun is kind of getting to that point, you know, he'll play some tricks on her and make her lose everything, just to show her that even though you're this wealthy queen and all of this, don't let all of this go to your head. You know, you can still be touched. So stay humble. And then he'll give it all back to her, and then everything will be happily ever after. So, you know, that's how it goes. Now, as far as Oshun having a hard life, you have to look at this in a way of a woman who's a beautiful woman that has a good heart, and she just wants people to have the type of beauty that she has in herself, because Oshun loves herself. That's why she has the mirror, because she loves herself so much that, you know, she just lavishes in just herself, you know. And the thing about it is like she don't even gotta have a mirror. She can just look at herself in the river and see how beautiful she is. So imagine you being that type of woman, having that type of heart in this fucked up world that we live in, that's all about social norms and you know, just this evil world in general that pretty much puts outer beauty over inner beauty, because Oshun is all about inner beauty. You know, there's a lot of people, they like to only look at the beautiful Oshun, that's the beautiful peacock, and they forget about the most important version of Oshun is actually Ibo Kole. And you know, Ibo Kole represents that ugly vulture looking bird that she had to turn herself into so she can go and deliver the message to Olodumare. Yeah, in some patakis it is a vulture, and then in some patakis it's a different type of bird, but it's supposed to represent that, you know, sometimes in order to get shit done, sometimes you got to get down and dirty, and a lot of cases it's not gonna always be pretty. You know, it's not gonna always be beautiful. Like sometimes when you really got to get shit done, you know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty. You got to go into that mud, you know. Yeah, like you gotta. And the thing about it is, you know, with her being Ibo Kole, she was able to get the job done. And Ibo Kole, just like Oya, a lot of people, like a lot of goddesses like that, they get their praise at the end. They get their praise in the end. You know, just like Oshun, you know, she got her praise in the end, you know, because women that have that Oshun, and men too, that have that good heart, you know, we can often be underestimated. And since we got that good heart, if we don't have a Legba type of figure around us, you know, we can easily get taken advantage of because we got such a good heart. So we can see somebody that's, you know, in need or something like that, and maybe they're getting punished, you know, by the Most High, but you just see that person in there in need and you just want to help them. You know, it takes a Legba type of person to pull you to the side, like, no, you know, that person is divinely going through this, and if you help this particular person, they'll never learn their lesson. So you have to be like, damn, I really want to help you, but you know, the spirit has spoken, so I can't help you there. So, you know, but I'll pray for you though. Shoot, I'll pray for you, you know, make sure, you know, on that end, but you know, I'm not finna jeopardize what I got going over here. So yeah, I can talk about Oshun all day. Like for real, you know, I love Oshun, I can't lie, you know, cause she represents that inner beauty. You know, you can be you could be whatever size, you know, you can be big, you can be small, you can be fat, skinny, you know. Oshun just wants you to just love yourself. Like, and the thing about it is, you know, self-love is something that's really not being taught to our black women. It's something that's not really being discussed like it should be. And I really chump a lot of that up to this social climate that we're going through, where, you know, a lot of these women, they feel like that they got to be perfect. They feel like they got to have the perfect body. They got to have the perfect ass. They got to have the perfect breast. They got to have, you know, the perfect lips, you know, the perfect skin color and all of this stuff. That's why I don't go into that whole Erzuli Freda light skin, Erzuli Danto dark skin, because I've seen those energies in any color. The only reason why Erzuli Fleda looks light skinned is simply because where she's from, which is the planet Venus, the light there is so freaking bright. It's a blinding light. So if a onyx black girl walked up to you in that light like that, she would look light skinned. But she could actually be a dark skinned woman, but she would look light skinned in that light. So I may do a shout out to Creole Doll, because I talked to her about this too. I may do something just talking about my experiences with Erzuli Fleda and Erzuli Danto, because it's real interesting. Let me see. And then people just expect us to wake up with it, and I'm like, I can't buy that at the store. Oh, you're talking about self-love. Yeah. Self-love starts when you're a child. You know, when your father tells you, you know, daughter, I love you, you know, just love yourself. Like, you know, that starts at the home. You know, that starts with your inner child. You know, that starts during childhood. Did you feel like that you were loved in childhood? And it's up to your parents to really route that love to yourself. You know, so yeah, you're right, Empress. It's not something that's really taught like that. Well, it's not something that you can just wake up. I mean, you kind of can wake up, but it's really a process, you know, because it takes it has to be a habit. It has to be a habit. And, you know, you can't worry about what other people say and what other people think about you and all of that stuff, because you loving yourself, that it doesn't matter what anybody else think. You know, it's all about you. Yeah, it's a process, especially if you went a long time without feeling loved. You know, you can't just wake up, you know, tomorrow and be like, all right, I'm feeling loved, I feel loved, and then you kind of got the same mindset that you had yesterday, and then you go out there and you know so yeah, you have to fall in love with the process of your own evolution, because we do change and evolve. Yep, that is true. That is true. That's why it is so pivotal for us, especially as melanated people. It is pivotal for us to practice, and not only practice, but to research and learn about different religions, learn about different cultures, different spiritual systems, because all of these spiritual systems are pieces of a bigger puzzle. You know, the more you go into this occult information and learn about the different deities and gods and goddesses of these different pantheons and all that, you start to see a similarity. Like Oshun, Isis, Het Heru, you know, they both represent the same energy, just like Yemoya, Lasarin, and Mami Wata. They represent the same energy. And Olokun, you know, a lot of them represent the same energy. Just like you know, Thor and Shango, they represent the same energy, you know. And I can keep on going. Oya, Kali, Sekhmet, you know, I can keep going. And it's like, when you start to connect the dots and you really start to connect these things together, you really get a broader perspective of the energy. Because that's the thing, like, a lot of people, they get so caught up on the avatar that they miss the point of, you know, it's about an energy. It's not about the avatar. It's not about the avatar. The avatar is there so you won't forget the energy. But don't look at the avatar as something outside of yourself. So when people be like, oh, man, you look like you got Legba on your head. You look like you got Oshun. I'm like, no, nigga, I am a Legba. I am Papa Legba. When I put my fedora on and I put my, my nice clothes on and I'm suited and booted, I feel like Papa Legba. I am Papa Legba. I do love myself. I am a aspect of Oshun. When I got that microphone in my hand and I'm rapping and I'm spitting that thunder and I'm spitting that fire, I feel like Shango. I feel like Shango. When I got to go out there and do what I do with my piece, I feel like Ogun, because Ogun is the true man of steel. Ogun is the true man of steel. So that's how you have to look at this stuff. You have to look at this stuff as that. I am that I am that I am. Exactly, that's true. Like you really have to look at it like that, because if not, you'll be one of these people over here talking about, oh, I don't want to do this because I'm gonna make Oshun mad, and I don't want to do this because I'm gonna make Legba gonna be mad at me and all this stuff. Because at the end of the day, since you are God in this type of aspect, literally everything that you say, we all know that words are spells and stuff like that. So everything that you say is gonna have to come to pass. So if you believe in your heart of hearts that Oshun is mad at you and she's gonna punish you, if you believe that in your heart of hearts, then that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because you believe it. And since your melanin is connected to that energy and you are the God, then that's gonna happen, because it has to happen, because you willed it to happen. And I can tell y'all a little bit about how I got started. Really on this journey. Shout out to Nazir Ra, because I really started this journey just with crystals, just learning about the different energy properties of crystals and stuff like that. And I was in Atlanta at the time, and I went to this place called Phoenix and the Dragon. Anybody that lives in Atlanta, y'all know about Phoenix and the Dragon. It's like one of the best places for spiritual supplies, for crystals and stones and stuff like that. Like, they got moldavite there. They got a lot of rare stones that you probably not gonna find anywhere else. And it was this lady came to me and she was like, you got Oshun on you. And this is before I knew anything about Orishas or Santeria or anything Lukumi. This before I knew anything about that. So I'm like, Oshun, what is that? What is Oshun? So she kind of told me a little bit about it, and I'm like, huh? Why the hell do I got a feminine deity and all this stuff? So, she talking about some Mama Oshun. I'm like, Mama Oshun? What the hell is a Mama Oshun? My mama named Lorraine, not Oshun. So, but for some reason, I guess I believed her, because she gave me like a little reading and stuff. So she had me do this little offering where I offered some fruit covered in cinnamon to the river. So I did my little offering. I think I went vegan for a week because I had to clean my system out and do all of this. So I did all the little offering and the little ritual, and I didn't really feel anything. I didn't feel anything. So I pretty much just went on about my life, and I was like, well, I guess it didn't work. I don't know. So I would say that was in 2015. In 2017, and this is when I first started back like smoking and stuff. So I'm sitting back in this rocking chair, and I'm in Florida now, and I'm smoking, and all of a sudden, like, I see this beautiful black woman figure in front of me, and I knew that it wasn't I knew that it wasn't something that's of this world, because she had like the perfect shape. She was like this dark cinnamon type of color. She had like this perfect shape, and she had on all yellow. She had yellow. She had the little rings around her arm. You know, she had her hair. She had like this long hair. I'm like, damn, who is this? And she was like, not you.